y'all. Charlene Adzima here again for Irish Fiddle Foundations. Welcome back. It's week 16, and I'm impressed that I'm keeping it up this long. If I want to be honest, it's been a long pandemic, and I'm itching to do stuff, and that's why we're here. So, let's jump right in. This one is about joining the session, which is frankly one of the most common ways that people learn tunes and continue the tradition of the style. So, what is the session? Oh my goodness. I found it kind of tricky to explain, but maybe the best way to explain a session, at least many of the ones that I grew up with here. See, I'm from Central Ohio, Columbus, Ohio, and I grew up in the 90s playing Irish music at a bar called Terra Hall, which was associated with the Ancient Order of Hibernians, which is a Irish Catholic men's group. But if you bought yourself a yearly pass or whatever to the club, then you could come into the bar and play tunes. Now, I was like 14 at the time, and I think one of the best things was this bar was it was in a building that was right next to the church. It was like the social hall for St. Patrick's Church, and we did Irish dance there. And my session was on the second Friday of every month, starting around 9. And when midnight rolled around, my mom would come and say, "It's time to go to bed," and everyone would be like, "Haha, you have to go now," because you're young. But I still really value that time, and I hope that when the pandemic loosens up a bit, that we can all go back to going to the odd session, be it at a pub or even a house session at someone's house or whatever. So back to what a session really is. A session is a group of musicians getting along and playing together without really any set idea on arrangements necessarily, or tune sets or whatnot. Usually one person will set it off and lead a tune set, and everyone else kind of follows along. What's not super duper important is that everybody plays exactly the same notes. What is super duper important is that everybody turns their listening ears on and is attuned to what's going on around them. Like perhaps if the tune changes, or if you're really getting out of the realm of the tune. Like harmonies are generally frowned upon, not always, but if you're not sure, don't give it a go. Okay, so just probably the best way to kind of get going with a session here is, if you come across a session, don't immediately assume that you're going to get to play necessarily. Some are like very open sessions, like, hey, everybody come and join. But some are sort of like a private game of basketball or whatnot. You don't see guys playing at the playground and just go, get your ball and be like, well, I'm here, I'm going to play with you guys. It's not very socially acceptable in any circles that I can think of. So what you would do if you came upon a session and you're not sure if it's open or not, you just, ask someone there, say like, is this open, or do you accept visitors? And that'll buy you a ton of brownie points, let me tell you. Humility goes a long way in this culture and tradition and the like. So the session is not meant as a place necessarily for you to show off. It's a place to honor the tunes and get to know other friends and get to play with them. And it's keep yourself to the social norms of making friends, and I think you'll be fine. Okay, so I'll stop talking and let's play some tunes. Now, you might know some of them, so when you know them, woo, go for it. If you don't know them, I'm going to recommend you take this into a habit here. Listen to it the first time around, okay? And then go ahead and give it a shot. You're in the comfort of your own home, presumably, so you can just get as loud as you like and try to figure it out. But I always recommend that if you're going to try it at a session, keep it quiet so as not to, I guess, I don't know, disturb is a terrible word, but keep it down a little bit, and you'll be fine. So here we go. Let's go with something we know. Here we go. I'm not even going to announce it. When you find the tune, just jump right in. 1, 2, 3, 4. great fun. Back when I was a kid, we were playing at the pub, and you'd have people listening. Of course, sitting around chatting and whatnot. And traditionally, they're called punters, and the punters at the end would go yay, and you'd all feel kind of great and have a drink or whatever, and have a chat. So we're gonna have a little chat, just a short one here. Wasn't that fun? And I'm sure that you heard me do some crazy things and not follow all the bowings I gave you, and throw out some ornaments and some variations and whatnot. But that's part of the fun and part of the artistry of this type of music. And feel free to go back and see what I did and add it to your own version of the tune. You'll notice I played the tunes either like 2 or 3 times. Traditionally, in Irish music, you play it at least twice. Frequently about 3 times or so before you go to the next tune. More so if you're having a really good time, or perhaps if the tune is on the short side. Just, it's kind of up to you. Sometimes if there's a session leader, they might kind of let you all into, hey, we're going to switch tunes now, and they might go hup, or they might kind of look around. Or they just might kind of give you that grin, and you're just like, uh-oh, what's going to happen next? All right, so you never know. You never know what's going to happen. All right, let's oh, there we go. Don't pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Right? Okay, here we go. So you might know some of these tunes, and one of them you may not. So remember to sit and listen for at least one time through. See if you can figure out what kind of tune it is. Maybe if you're good at figuring out keys, that's something we can do another time. But if you want to figure it out, go for it. Maybe figure out how many parts there are. That's also important. The one thing you have going for you is that they're going to be 8 bars each. So if you start counting, you'll be fine. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 1. was a lot of fun, wasn't it? Oh, my computer went to sleep there. Okay. Wow, how much fun, guys. Yay! And I'm sure you also noticed that there was a bit of an energy change, you know, when you change tunes and you go to one of a different key or a different character, and it's just that transition is so exciting, and it makes you go whoop or hop or whatever, you know. And that is unlike a lot of, you know, like classical traditions where if you get excited in the music you can't like tell anybody about it because they want to preserve the, I don't know, the sanctity or whatever, you know, of the music that you're listening to, keeping it kind of pure. But this music is very social. It's dance oriented, party, fun, everything, and a bit of encouragement or excitement is completely allowed and expected. And isn't that fun? I love that. You might also notice that I took these tunes at a much faster pace than how we were doing it before. And I did that on purpose because most sessions you'll come across, people will be playing the tunes at regular dance tempos or something up there anyway. There might be some slow sessions where you'd sit and you play tunes a little slower, or maybe like a teaching session where you'd learn a new tune from somebody. But your typical sessions are going to be just like vroom, you know, you're going to drive right through those tunes at a faster tempo, you know, more typical tempo. So, like I said, we are in pandemic times, and both good and bad. Bad because we can't go all play together in person, but good because you can join Zoom sessions. And I know of at least 3, and I know that there's loads more, but there's at least 3 where you can ask to join, and they will always let you in. I know Michael Eskin has one in out of his place in Southern California, and he leads one, and that one's a bit of fun. There's some singing and the like, and it's really wonderful. There's another one by my friend John Whelan, who plays accordion. He's one of the greatest. He's the most genuine musician I think you're ever going to meet, and he's just a great player. He loves to share his music, and he's got all sorts of great things going on. He's got these master sessions with other well-known Irish musicians who are leading them, and while most sessions would be like free, you know, in general to join, since a lot of these great gigging musicians are not able to actually gig at this time, they ask that you supply them with a donation to help them out and help them continue to lead these sessions so that we can all learn from them. So I think that's pretty great. A third one that is also wonderful is let's see, John Williams and Katie Grennan. So you might know Katie Grennan from the band Gaelic Storm. She plays fiddle with them. Big group if you haven't heard of them. And of course, John Williams is legendary in his own right as a great Chicago accordion and concertina player and loads of other things. And he was, I know him from the band Solas from ages ago. So there's a few places to go. I'll put those links in the comments and descriptions below so that you can go check them out and explore what it's like to go play a Zoom session anyway. And then maybe you'll meet some friends and go join a real session, okay? Go ahead and ask me any questions you have, or if you have any disputes or comments or whatnot, go ahead and talk to me. This is a great topic. It's a big one, especially for people who are just starting out, because it can be a little uncomfortable. But shall we finish off with I'll give you one more set of tunes here. Ooh, what am I going to do? Okay, I'm going to do a couple tunes I know you don't know, but they're really fun, okay? These are a couple of flings, and then we'll just kind of leave it at that. Does that sound good? It's hard to get happier than flings. All right. And we'll talk about those later. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh, how's it go? Just learned it. 1, 2, 3. go. The names of those two are The Humors of Kappa and Green Grow the Rushes O. And the jig that you did not know before is called Old Joe's Jig. And we might run into some of those later on. Okay. This is a big, long video today, but sessions are usually much longer. So this will be kind of like your mini session, right? Okay. Thank you so much again, and I hope that we'll see you next week, and maybe on irishtune.info, or maybe at a session with John Williams and Katie Grennan, or John Whelan, or with Michael Eskin. Okay? All the best, guys. Take care.